What's up, fellow historians? Welcome to another episode of 5 Minute Flashback. My name's Tony Keith, and today I'm going to talk to you about the history of a notorious group of no-good individuals from Birmingham, England that you may or may not have heard of before. We're talking about the Peaky Blinders. The Peaky Blinders gained a lot of popularity recently, which is mostly, if not completely due to the TV show on Netflix. The show follows Thomas Shelby, the Shelby family, and their post-World War I rise from a local gang to an international power. The 6th and final season is right around the corner, and many fans are excited to see the conclusion to their story, including me. I even dressed as a Peaky Blinder for prom. Peaky Blinders portrays the Shelbys and their allies as a legitimate power across England, but this is a bit exaggerated from the actual Peaky Blinders. Thomas Shelby and his family never existed, but many other aspects of the show were based on the true details that the Peaky Blinders left in history. So, who actually were the Peaky Blinders? What actually happened to them? And how did they get such a ridiculous name? The Peaky Blinders, like many other gangs at the time, emerged from the ongoing poverty crisis in the late 19th century industrial England. Many boys and men were unemployed, and in order to survive, they turned to crime. However, in the city of Birmingham, a certain group of these criminals were taking their tactics a bit too far. Simple cases of pickpocketing and theft escalated to serious assaults, and after one incident that left a man seriously hurt, the name Peaky Blinders was officially dubbed to the group by local newspapers.
That is God, and that are the Peaky Blinders. This is Sparkhill and Smallheath. We're much, much closer to town than God.
And we have heard terrible things.
Many say that this was due to their distinguished hats with pointed brims that were used to hide their identities. I think something like this. Hey, who is this guy? What is he doing here? Hey, chill out, man, relax. It's just me. I guess these things really do work. Anyway, speaking of odd fashion choices, another distinctive detail of the Peaky Blinders was their choice of clothing and accessories. Like the show, they preferred to sport tailored jackets, scarves, boots, pocket watches, and the iconic flat cap. They chose to dress like this as a symbol for power and a demand of respect from other people and gangs in the area. Their clothes were also an act of defiance against police, who they said could identify them but be powerless to stop them. Quite ironic how they chose to dress as fancy gentlemen, but treated everyone else otherwise. For about 20 years, the Peaky Blinders expanded their criminal activities across the Birmingham area, bribing politicians and law enforcement to look the other way as they carried out increasingly violent robberies, targeted muggings, and money laundering. However, as the ancient proverb goes, there's always a bigger fish. The Birmingham Boys, a rival group in the area led by Billy Kimber, who's also in the show, took notice of the Peaky Blinders' power in the area, and they did not like it one bit.
That's them, the Billy Boys!
The Birmingham Boys eventually overthrew the Peaky Blinders, who decided to retreat to the countryside in order to avoid what was coming for them. By the 1920s, the Birmingham Boys had control over the entire area, and the story of the Peaky Blinders came to an end. Well, that is until the Netflix show came out. That's all historical fiction. Anyways, that's it for today's episode of 5 Minute Flashback. Did you know the true story about the Peaky Blinders before watching this? Let us know in the comments below. And make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to see more 5 Minute Flashbacks. Hope you enjoyed!
This program was produced by ZTV at the University of Akron. Do you want to gain experience in video production, professional social media, or working with real clients? Visit the UA School of Communications online or follow us on social media to learn more. ZTV, make media, make a difference.